it's good to keep the freaking press on.
Yeah.
And see how far you can go.
It's true, yeah.
And then when you look at the people around you, everybody got their foot on the gas, right? Everyone's like reaching for it. You're like, hey, I got a great month. And then you look around and there's 10 other people had better months.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, I want to go even harder.
Welcome to the Your Peak Life podcast. Let's conquer the summit of life and reach the apex of our potential.
All right, welcome to another episode of Your Peak Life podcast. Today we have a special guest, and I will let her introduce herself.
My name is Kimberly Foster. I've been a realtor for 4 years now.
4 years.
So
4 years.
COVID.
Started in COVID, yeah.
Okay.
4 years. Where are you from?
Huntsville, Alabama originally.
Okay.
Yeah. We travel all over the world because my husband's military. He's been in for 21 years. So.
Nice.
When did you retire?
I know. He's trying to make that Master Chief.
Oh, God.
He's in Japan.
That was me.
This guy.
Oh, yeah?
That was me. I mean, I was chasing Master Chief for several years, and then I just gave up. Really, it came to a point where I was just older than most young kids, and I just, it was time for me to go. Ultimately, I always say that. I think you get to a certain age that it's just time for you to retire, and I made that age,
Yeah.
I even retired from a ship. Like, everybody's like, wait to shore duty. I was like, nah. I'm leaving on the ship, So real estate 4 years ago, what made you say, hey, I want to be a real estate agent? Why real estate?
Honestly, I was a nurse several years before that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I worked in the cardiac unit and working 12-hour shifts. In my 20s, I was going home dead tired. Yeah. And I was like, can I do this at 65 years old? There's no way. So I've always loved real estate. I would do interior design for my friends. And and I love teaching. That's another thing with nursing is you teach constantly.
How's the turnover in nursing? We've met a couple of nurses like Eric's wife. And so I've never
It's constant. It's constant. Yeah, because you're just.
It sounds like a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours. You're deadbeat tired. Like you don't have time with your family, and so it was time to make that move.
Yeah. So how is real estate different?
Yeah, because you sell a lot of houses.
Yeah. So
I don't think you posted that the other day. I think you realized you don't give yourself enough credit.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't. I don't give myself enough grace. Like I'm always chasing another client, another sale, just constantly trying. So it's different because I get to spend time with my family. I still have that balance of work and family.
So you are, what's the words I'm looking for? You're putting your family in a little box, I guess you could say, as far as events. Mm-hmm. Your kids, one of your child, you said 19?
Yeah, 19, and she'll be 16 soon.
19 and 16.
Yeah, it's time for you to let go also.
Yeah.
Not a child, right?
Hey,
already graduated high school.
It's time to let go. All right, Kimberly Foster, which we were talking earlier. Kimberly, I asked her how she would like to be called because we just refer to her as Kimberly Foster.
Yeah.
Whole government.
The whole
every
name.
single
Yeah,
time.
it's never just Kim.
Correct.
Kimberly Foster's coming in today.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Now, one thing. So your family time. Now, one thing I'm going to put out here, your husband's deployed. I kind of relate to that because during COVID, it was crazy. Kids were homeschooled, this, that, and the other. I was still rocking it in sales, and my wife was deployed. Proud dependopotamus / triceratops. And I would hear the excuses from agents, as running a team or ownership, and you hear those excuses like, I got kids, I got this, and I was like, I don't relate because I'm kind of like a single dad mother also for 8 months out of the year, but we still make it happen.
Yeah.
What do you tell those people?
You make time, honestly. There's always time. Whether your kids are in school, that's like 8 hours you can do something. Whether it be at home, social media, prospecting somehow. You can constantly work, whether it be from home, you can come into the office, whatever you want. But
So I got a quick, 4 years, right? And I think about these things. First of all, I didn't know you were just in the business 4 years, right? You have your whole team, right? Your team's doing well. How did that transition happen? So you got into real estate 4 years ago. You were a solo agent. Like, how did the team develop? Who mentored you? What got you here?
So I got my license originally in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
And then he was stationed here on the EWO. So we moved up here. But so I joined Brittany Smitherman's team. She was a great mentor.
Yeah, shout out to her. She's doing great.
So she mentored me, and then she broke off to another brokerage. And, she had talked to me. She's like, I really think you would be a great team owner. And I was like, really? At that time, I was like, I was doing good. Like I was making like $6 million around there, or closing $6 million. And I was like, I don't know. So, but then, I was scared to death, but I decided to just do it. And I am so glad I did, because I really do enjoy it.
I see the flyers going out. I know you did the breakfast in Santa, I believe, at the office. That was super cool.
Yes, that was really a good time. That's going to be like our annual
that was a
thing
good turnout.
for sure. Yeah, there was a lot of people.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think you could have a skillet in the, the common area at the Chesapeake office.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not going to allow that. Take it to the office.
Oh, yeah. You had to do it inside the office for sure.
Yeah,
you could do that.
in the kitchenette
Yeah,
area.
in the kitchenette area.
It almost got a little overwhelming because there were so many people, and I was like, oh my gosh, but I was happy. I'm not complaining, but it was just, I feel like we need like a bigger venue this coming up year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, growth is good, right?
Yeah.
That's a good problem to have.
Yes.
Speaking of that, so what does your team look like in 25? Are you looking to add more people?
Yes.
Okay.
I interviewed somebody actually, Wednesday. She just passed like the course.
Okay.
So now she's about to take the exam, and she's gonna join Iron Valley, and then she wants to join my team. So
how does that feel for you as far as taking on new agents? Because
they're a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I like to teach. So.
And one thing for the people that I want to point out, most of your business is referral based.
It's all referral. Yeah.
What do you say to those people that are like starting out? Where do you go? What do you do? What's the secret sauce?
Honestly, getting your name out there. Like I already told her, I was like, she's not even an agent yet. And I was like, you need to start posting on social media to get your algorithm going, at least. So then,
just post anything.
Just post anything. Yeah. And I was like, let them know that you just passed the real estate exam and you're about to test like for state, just to get it started. So then when she does become an actual realtor, then her algorithm will already be going, more people will see it.
And then what are things that you like posting?
Honestly, I like posting everything. Sometimes I post real estate stuff, but I would rather post my animals, my kids,
family,
something more personal.
What are your animals? Let's talk about these animals.
Oh, God. I live on a farm. It's a micro farm is what we call it.
That's a new term for me.
Yeah, it's like a small hobby farm with pigs. Pigs, goats, chickens.
I don't think that's micro. That's
a
full blown.
It's not a pig. Pigs.
Correct. Plural.
There's two.
More than one. That's a full-fledged farm.
2 gals. They're my 2 gals. And then I think of a farm like horses and cows. We don't have that.
Have you met Kat?
No, I haven't, but I want to.
Gotcha. You need to get with Kat and
Carrie O'Bink. Do you know Carrie O'Bink?
No.
She's at the Newport News office. She's on that side.
They
but
do
she's,
like homesteading.
Correct.
Kat does
equestrian. Yeah, I follow her on.
Yeah. You guys. Actually, that should
we need a whole
fucking
farming
event.
division.
Yes.
Oh, that would be great.
We need a farm division.
That's the event. That's the petting zoo already.
Oh my God.
That's the family event.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that comes from Alabama.
Maybe.
Where's your husband from?
He's born and raised in Alabama. My dad was Army. He retired after 20 years in Alabama. So I wasn't born and raised there, but he retired there, so I just say I'm from Alabama. That's where we met, me and my husband.
Gotcha.
High school.
Yeah, but to have the want to say, I want a pig or pigs.
Well, especially being in the military,
Like,
you
I
just
want
got
dogs.
here. What about when you transfer? You're taking all of
No,
them?
we're not transferring.
Ever?
No, we built our forever home in Suffolk.
Okay.
That's
nice.
going to be the retirement.
So-
When they're like, you got orders.
Yeah. So when are we getting invited over to the
Hey,
to
you
the
know?
the Foster farm?
Hey, I'm putting in a pool right now, so this summer
Oh,
will be the
nice.
perfect time, and it's a it's a big pool. I didn't realize it was going to be this big, but yeah.
Yeah, you got to go big with the pool.
Yeah, you really do. Because I was like,
Yeah.
my backyard's huge. So I was like, all right, we need a big one, but not. I didn't know it was going to be this large. So
We have.
Do you know the size of the
30 by 40.
Oh, yeah, that's a good size.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
That's,
yeah.
What do you mean? That's a good size. That's like a YMCA one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to say that's probably bigger than Juan's, and Juan's is like the biggest one I've seen. It's pretty close to that. But we have a whole crew, pool party crew.
Oh, heck yeah.
You'll join.
I'm so down.
Everybody has pools. There's a lot of us.
It's like mandatory if you're at Iron Valley. Like, you got to have a
You have to have a pool.
Yeah, and you got to be open at least one time in the summer. One time we'll rotate it.
I am down.
Do you mind sharing how much does a pool like that cost?
It was 95,000.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
that's not bad for that size pool.
But it wouldn't have been that much, but we added more concrete because we want like a nice patio over it.
That's still not a bad
That's
price.
No,
not.
I don't
That's
think so
actually
at
a
all.
great price. What are you
Yeah.
talking? I think that's a phenomenal price.
Yeah.
Especially for that size.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good price. Nice.
Yeah, that's I see my pool's like 8 feet deep. Like
Mine's
that's what
9.
I enjoy. It's like it's a big pool,
Yeah.
not as big as that, but it's 8 feet and it's plenty of space. Especially because I got the whole Samoan crew coming over. None of them are small. And we got to fit. So
I'm like the opposite. I got a pool is a decent size, but I would rather it to be all 5 feet. I got a deep end.
Why?
because his 5 feet is like my 8 feet.
No,
Look at his size.
because it's not usable. Like, think about it. In the deep end, are people just treading water, hanging out?
Well,
They're
Negative.
diving.
They're
We got a
jumping
diving
in.
board.
Well, I don't got kids like that, so I don't
Yeah.
want people diving in. I'd rather have it all one size so we could play volleyball, we could play full court basketball, we could play football. Who's treading water doing all these things? Like, nobody.
They're diving. Yes, we are.
I added
Got
a
the
tanning
back.
ledge on mine. So
That's also
it's so it's 30
yeah.
it's 30 by 40, but then there's like an extended tanning ledge. But so that's
Nice.
my spot right there.
I need to go over there to the Fosters, man. They balling over there, man.
Well, I'll say this: you were also one of the agents who came in a little later, but I mean, I think you'll be on the peak performance trip next year. You should qualify, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
It's from October to October. So October 1st
October
to
to
September
October.
30th.
That's right. Why do you
Yeah.
guys do it like that, October to October?
So because
Couple of reasons.
Yeah, we have to solidify the list in order to get everyone to make sure that they have passports, to make sure that they have all the travel information, and have a solidified list at least 3 months in advance before the trip. So
Yeah,
that's the reason.
Most
Okay.
resorts, they want us to start reserving like
Got
4 or 5 months prior for
Wow.
big groups.
Okay.
Correct.
So we couldn't do New Year's, and then
Then
summer's
that-
when it's super busy.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then so if we waited to end to do the numbers in January, that means the trip would be like April, May. How many people, kids and all this other stuff. So people have a lot of in the summertime. People go on vacations with their
yeah.
family. Kids are out of
Like
school. It's just a little bit more difficult, I think. And we kind of made that decision and stuck to it. We're all also military, so we did fiscal year. So we did October to October because we're just like that.
Yeah, it works out. Yeah, but I think you'll definitely be on there next year. Especially you right now are crushing it already in January.
I know, like that's why. Because I told my husband, I was like, I feel like I don't have anything going on. But then Mike Little posted that, and I was like, okay, I really need to give myself some grace because, like, I didn't even realize, like,
But it's
that.
good. It's good to keep the freaking press on.
Yeah.
And see how far you can go.
it's true, yeah.
And then when you look at the people around you, everybody got their foot on the gas, right? Everyone's like reaching for it. You're like, hey, I got a great month, and then you look around and there's 10 other people had better
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, I want to go even harder. I mean, so I think that's healthy, you know, in to a sense. I mean, you can't drive yourself crazy trying to compete with everybody, but pushing yourself to the next level, I think is super healthy.
What was your goal for this year?
Like
Sales volume
Sales?
or transactions?
10 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
10 plus for, what did you hit?
Just for me. I was 9.5
Okay.
this past year.
So you didn't hit 10 million?
10 plus.
You didn't hit 10 plus.
This year I will.
Oh, what was last year's goal?
Not.
What was last? I think it was like 8.5 I wanted.
So you crushed your goal
Yeah.
by $1 million. And then this year is 10 mil.
Yeah.
And you're already over $1 mil. So you have to readjust that goal.
Yeah. Right.
Right? I mean,
12.
yeah, at least 12. Come on.
Okay.
You got to readjust. Now, what I would say is in June, you look at it. If you're
And
over
readjust.
5, then
Yeah, because summer is like insanely crazy because PCS season. So
and I don't know about you guys, but I've seen an uptick in the market and in properties coming on the market and activity in my old clients contacting me. We revived a couple of people that kind of were like, you know,
Thinking about it.
defeated. Plus the holidays are over. People are over it. Tax time's coming. People gonna get a little bit of tax money. So all of these things, PCS season is upon us, right? All of these things are gonna, you
Yeah.
know,
Politics are over.
politics are
Yeah,
over,
that was a
elections
big-
over.
that was a
It's
big-
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the same thing. I've seen there's an uptick in listings for sure. I
And
mean,
there's-
that's the way it feels. It just feels the energy's just starting to.
and there's like multiple
up.
offers again, like where I'm having to compete with my clients. To, like
Same. My client yesterday, we were talking about an offer, and this was the first client that I've had in a long time. She goes, yeah, like even before, all right, we're going 8 over above. Like, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're back in it. Let's go. Like, this is the first time
Yeah,
that's in
I
a
know.
long time for me where my client was like, no, because we lost out already on one. We got
that
outbid
fear.
on one, right? That fear. And she's like, no, we're going 7,000 above. And I'm like, yeah, let's go 10. Like, you know? But I mean, that's what also is like, I haven't gotten outbid in all of last year.
Yeah,
Well, the end of last
same.
year, I got outbid a couple times. But from like, I would say like November to now, like I've had to fight for a couple of
Same.
offers. And I'm not talking about first weekend listings. Like
Yeah, isn't that weird? I've had a
so
couple
weird.
like that where it's like
10 days,
yeah,
14
it's
days.
Yeah.
and there's like, yeah, we got another offer. Oh,
same thing.
like you want to call the bluff, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, all right, maybe this is true. All right, like let's go a little harder on this one. It's happened a couple times,
That's
but that is the market time now, right? We saw it uptick past 25 days, whatever it was for a lot of the houses, and people weren't settling for just the regular homes anymore, right? Those beautiful homes are still going off.
of course, yeah.
But some of those homes, people were just kind of settling in that COVID market. That went away. Those houses are sitting past 2 weeks or whatever it is. And then now it seems like those are starting to go a little faster. One thing I didn't ask you, where else did you live outside of Virginia with the military moves?
Besides Florida.
San Diego twice. That's where both my kids were born, in San Diego.
That's where I was born. Huh?
Really?
They're gonna be good kids.
Yeah, they're great kids. Mississippi. We lived in Spain for 3 years. Virginia, obviously.
This is your second time? Or
No,
first
this is
time?
our first time. We actually
Okay.
try to avoid this. for-
Really?
That's
Okay.
what I tell
See,
people. Like we,
Yo,
West Coast people, we do not want to go to
Yeah.
Virginia.
and it's crazy because I was the complete opposite. And I've heard this my whole time, right? That I came here in 1997.
But once you get here, like, nobody leaves. That's the thing.
Yo, people always, I don't want to go to Norfolk. I hate Norfolk. And I really, honestly, I don't understand why.
I love it here. I mean, we're
I don't
retiring
know
here.
I don't know anything about Virginia, or I didn't know anything about
Either.
Virginia. Right? You hear Virginia, I hear West Virginia. Let's just
Yeah.
say, like
Yeah.
like you know the show, whatever. Like,
I don't.
well, we do. You
Yeah,
know,
the West
like-
Coast
West Coasters,
perspective.
yeah.
When I thought of Virginia, you know what I thought of? Teddy Riley. All I want to do is go zoom, 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 and a boom, boom.
No.
That's what I thought. That was my era. Virginia Beach, that was that era. You know, because I'm from Jersey. So when you're in Jersey, you're gonna vacation, right? In South Beach, Jersey Shores, or Virginia Beach.
So when I was here for some training. So I was only here for a couple of months. No car, you know, 18 years old. So all we would do, pre-Uber and all that, so all we would do is take a cab from Oceana to the oceanfront. That's all I knew. I didn't see anything else except that strip of land to the oceanfront and back. Like, that's all we did.
But what year was this?
2000.
Dude,
No,
2000.
99, 2000.
Man, 2000, the oceanfront was lit, man. I had
It
a
was.
great time. I've been here since 97.
No, it
so
was,
like
and it was a
all
different
my
oceanfront.
adulthood,
Oh,
like my all adulthood, like I came in at 18. I'm 46 years old, so I had all my eras: clubbing,
Let me ask you this,
party,
Kimberly
all that.
Foster. When you hear that saying, where this is the San Diego of the East Coast,
I mean, kind of. It's
That's
San
what I would
Diego's
hear, and I
so
was like,
gorgeous though. Like
like,
it's
no.
hard to compare.
Oh, like scenic wise,
so pretty.
you can't I don't
It's
think you can
beautiful.
compare Cali to many places because it's fucking gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
that's
it
what we
is.
would hear, and I was like, nah. And then the weather, right? You get like, we just had snow for the first time in
Yeah.
like 3 years. I
Yeah,
think.
facts. It was been a long time.
But it's light. I can handle this. I can't do
Me
the-
too. Yeah,
I would
can
never
handle it.
live in an area where I got to go actually shovel snow.
Absolutely not.
That's crazy to me too.
Yeah, which is Jersey, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm never going back. Like, you know, people say, "Oh, you're from Jersey. You should like the cold. You should like the snow." Why?
I
Yeah.
love those. Like you're Mexican. You don't eat hot stuff.
Like,
No,
what,
like I like
bruh?
to enjoy my food, obviously.
Yeah,
But
like I don't have hair. I don't want to be cold. What is the snow's good for like an hour? Then it's black and ugly and
gross.
dirty and inconvenient.
I think people like you and me, once I had children and everything, and we got to Virginia, school districts were great for us. The community was great, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna stay here because for a family vibe, like you got everything: the concerts, the beach, the aquarium,
And the crime
like
rate is
everything.
not crazy, right? It's
No,
not
it's great.
bad.
It's always
It's-
voted top 10
Mhm, yeah, it is.
city in the U.S.
So that's my point. I never understood why people would always have these horrible things to say about
I think
Norfolk.
now with social media and the internet, right? You got to think about it also. 2000, like I don't have this access to look
Yeah.
up Virginia
in the day.
Beach.
Yeah,
What we do? Pull up a map, like
It's just we came at a different. We were raised in a different time.
yeah, like when you tell me about Virginia, it's just whatever's in my head about Virginia. Like I think
just heard
country.
terrible things. Like we just always heard once you're there, you're stuck. Like it's awful. Like you.
See,
But I was like,
yeah.
I love it here. Like we just built a gorgeous house, and we're retiring here. We're gonna live here
Yeah.
forever. So I'm like, I don't know what
When you
people
say
are
gorgeous,
talking.
I mean now you're building like this Olympic-sized pool. How big is your house?
It's 2,500 square feet.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's not like
Here we
5,000.
5,000 square
No,
feet.
these
Ooh, okay, what is it?
4,300.
Same thing.
So
I've been to a couple houses. He's got like
A
the
couple
baddest house.
houses.
So
No, I've been to a couple houses.
So,
Oh.
but my house is not like enormous. He knows, like when you're there, each room is big.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Listen, there's this room we're in right now. It doesn't exist in this house. It's too small.
yeah, that's true. My closet, my
I wouldn't
closet,
lie to you. His bathrooms
Yeah.
are bigger than
my
this one.
closet is bigger than this. Easy.
Oh, wow.
Easy. It's probably my master closet is twice this.
Where is this at?
Riverwalk in Chesapeake.
Oh, Chesapeake. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm not lying.
Yeah.
But the layout is great. It's a gorgeous home. I love the layout. It's not like open, but it's open enough. Like you could. It's a great looking
Yeah, it's
house.
unique. That's one thing I say is I've never been to a home that has my layout like ever. And I go into homes all the time, obviously, right? I've never been with a layout. There's other layouts that I
But
like
it's not
a lot.
5,000 square feet.
No, it's 4,300. You know what I mean? It's not. Whatever, man.
It doesn't have a farm, right?
Yeah, I definitely don't. I'm
Don't have
I'm
that.
like the opposite. I don't want land. I wish my whole
What?
backyard was concrete.
land.
I don't want no animals, not even stuffed animals. I don't want none of that.
Not
Like,
even stuffed animals.
Nah, I'm not dealing with all of that.
Oh God.
Hold on. So, okay, let's get back on track, bro. Like, so she's got a ton of sales. You're killing it.
Thanks.
Referral business,
Yes.
farm, children,
Yeah.
Husband deployed.
husband deployed
For 2 years.
for 2 years, right? And for those that don't know, explain that to the audience.
So he got, I guess he's really not deployed, but he got
It's, yeah,
he got
station.
military orders to Japan unaccompanied for 2 years.
I think I told you Bahrain. So Japan, which Japan is great.
Yeah, I'll be going there next summer. Not this summer, but next.
I got to do the math. We might be there also. Is it in Yokosuka?
Sasebo.
Oh, okay. We're going to Yokosuka. My daughter, we lived there for a little over 2 years, and we loved it. My daughter, that's what she wants to do for her 16th.
Oh, really? That's cool.
She wants to go back. That's how nice it is. Or like a kid's like.
So y'all don't do 15, y'all do 16?
No, we asked her.
She wants.
She just wants to go to Japan.
So
That's cool.
Yeah, in Japan, I would say anybody, like, they need to visit that place. It's unique. It's great. It's safe. It's just everything.
I've never heard one person say one bad
Me
thing
either.
about Japan ever.
Me either.
Everyone says it's phenomenal.
Yeah, the only thing they'll complain about is, like, they might have a lockdown because a Marine does something stupid and then they take away the liquor from the store. But, okay, so husband deployed for 2 years. And I know you personally, I got to witness this when you first came over. The shittiest part about it was he left right before Christmas. Like, the Navy couldn't wait.
The 23rd of December he left.
They couldn't wait to ship him out until after Christmas.
And then
they do this shit all the time.
he got there and then he didn't even work for a whole week. They were like, "Oh, we don't need
course.
you to come in."
Yeah, because everything's closed. Of
Yes.
course. I know.
I was so mad. He was mad too.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew it because when you get there, you got to do orientation. That takes like a whole week, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
and they weren't doing it because it was holidays.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
And he's a senior chief.
Yeah.
So what is he really going to be doing? Like during this time?
Yeah.
That's another thing.
So you got to think the impact, right? She's like stressing. She's got a team. She's still doing sales, right? Holidays, trying to get those last little couple months with the husband. Then he's gone. Now, obviously you're kind of like, okay, your mindset shifted.
Yeah.
That's over with. Let's get to it. Mm-hmm. And you had a killer first month of 2025. And I think we agree your bar's a little low. I think you'll surpass 10 million easily. Hiring another agent. Also, in the meantime, for your team, what does that look like for you? As far as what do you want them to do?
Like as far as sales or just like in general? I think we decided because they're all pretty new. So I have to like keep my expectations, not low, but
Realistic.
realistic. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we said 6 million. I would like them to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many of them are there?
5. But Tori is not, she's inactive right now because she got really sick, but she is coming back. I just talked to her the other day. So she's coming back.
So $1 million each, so 3 homes each, right?
Yeah.
Average price point is $350,000 or so. You got 4 people, right?
Amanda already has 2 under contract, and
So
Tiana has
the
1.
bar-
And a listing.
So the
Yep, and a listing
so
today.
the bar's low is what I was trying to get to.
I agree. Well, here's the other key point. Let me sprinkle something else. They're all, I think, married to military men.
Yes, they are.
So
they
it's all
have the
military spouses?
Yes.
Is it
Well,
mi-
one of them is not. Jay is not,
okay.
but the rest, yes.
But they got a sphere.
They got a sphere.
Yes, they have a sphere for sure.
So I think you need to move that up also. But I mean, like I said,
Mid-year.
reassess mid-year, right? And then kind of develop a plan from there.
Yeah,
And it's always good to push them. Like, push
Oh, I
a
do.
little bit.
Like, I am on them like white on rice. Like, every single day, like, I'm like, why aren't you guys posting today? Like, hello.
Good. I'm glad I'm hearing that because we got to talk towards the end of the year, but with all that, husband leaving and everything, I didn't want to push too hard. I think that takes priority. Mm-hmm. But now it's a new year, right? We got to get back at it.
Exactly.
So can you walk me through, I wake up in the morning, how does your routine go? Is it like feed the animals? Is it like hit
Yeah,
the
a
gym?
top producing agent. Like, what's
top
your life?
producing, like most time when I talk to not many people have like animals. So
Yeah.
it's like, I wake up, I, go to the gym, I, meditate. Well, what do you do?
I don't meditate. I probably should, but I don't.
Okay.
I do. I wake up at 5:30, go to the gym. I come home. Me and my daughter both go to the gym together. And then
That's the 19?
16.
16. So 19 is a boy?
Yeah.
Okay, 16, got it.
And then I take her to school. And then I come home, prospect, emails, get on social media. And then when it warms up a little bit, then I go do the animals outside. And then by that
those
time,
guys are starving, right?
or they act like they're just like dying out there, you know.
Yeah.
And then by that time, I have to go pick up Emma from school, and then usually the evening she has either practice or basketball games. So
She's a baller.
She is a baller.
Okay,
Yes.
nice, cool. Do you know Robin Slocum? No, from the Slocums, because they're in Suffolk too. I wonder how far you are from them. I wonder.
I'm deep Suffolk, like West Suffolk.
No, they're like northeast
Gotcha.
side, and you're the other way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's still close enough.
Yeah.
And they got a pool.
Do they? Of
Yeah,
course they do.
They're part of pool squad.
Yeah, they got to get together.
John and Marine got a pool installed this year too, so they're adding to the list.
Yeah, we just need to go hit their houses.
Correct. We'll skip ours and we'll go to everybody else's.
Just surprise.
Yeah, you can come to the petting zoo. I mean, everybody likes to. Yeah, I always have my clients come out with their kids and like come see they just love seeing the goats because the goats are really nice and the kids
they?
feed them and
So you have how many acres?
2.5.
Okay.
But we have it like separate. Like the whole thing is like fenced in, but animals on this side of the fence, and then like the pool, like they don't come into my.
Right.
Gotcha.
So your residential
Yeah.
area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. That's nice. I don't think we went through the list. So, okay, 2 pigs. How many goats?
3.
What? Do you rent them out?
No,
That's a thing.
I know, but that's too much work.
It's a
Yeah,
thing.
you got to drive them around.
That would
though.
have. Oh yeah, there's no way I would drive
Okay,
them
so
around.
yeah, because they eat the lawn, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Goats,
stop
the
bring them by the
pig.
crib.
Yeah.
All right, goats, dogs. I'm guessing.
Yes, I
How many
have.
dogs?
I want you guys to think I'm like.
We're judging you. It's okay. So
Yeah,
is everyone else
This is
watching.
a judge-free zone.
No, we're joking. We're just trying to get to know you.
So I have 4 pugs.
Oh, pugs are cool.
I have a wiener dog. She's a puppy still. And then the German Shepherd, but he stays outside.
All right, so that's 6 dogs. But the pugs, they're loud, aren't they?
No, they're not. They're the opposite.
Well, they have breathing issues, don't they?
They can, but if they're like really
Okay.
overweight, but my dogs
No
are
cats,
not.
no other animals. That's
I
all you
have
got?
3 cats.
How much do you spend on
But
pet
I
food?
told my daughter they're my daughter's cats. Okay, I was like, when you leave this house, you're taking the cats with you because
What does your son have?
he doesn't live with us. He lives with his girlfriend in Portsmouth.
Oh,
Oh, so he's out and about. Oh, she mad.
yeah.
That's the mom. She's mad. She's upset.
You heard her voice change. He doesn't live with us. He abandoned the foster home. He left me with all these animals.
I was so
That's
mad.
that's why you got all them animals. He's like, yo, I'm out.
I know he left me by myself. Well, and my husband's gone. So, but I'm like, Elijah, you're coming over when he does. He comes over every weekend, and he helps me with these damn animals. So.
My son's name's Elijah as well.
Really?
My oldest. He's about to be 25. Yep.
Aw.
Yeah. All right, so the son left you. That's a good thing. He's taking
Most parents are happy, right? My
No,
kids left. They're
that's
doing
my
well.
baby.
No, he abandoned me with these animals. That's a good
He's
one.
working, I'm guessing.
He got an apprenticeship Norfolk Naval Shipyard.
That's great. My cousin, he started off as in the apprenticeship program in the shipyards, and now he's a GS-15.
God, 15.
15 from starting off
That's
as in the
insane.
apprentice. So I don't know how it is now, but back when he
Yep.
started, you also got an associate's degree after you finished the apprenticeship program.
I think it's still the same.
It's still the same,
Yeah.
right? So he got the associate's degree. They start him off, and then he eventually gradually. I mean, you're talking about 20 years or
Still,
something.
15 is like.
But like that's even GS-13, even GS
Yeah.
whatever, right? When what the goal is, I mean, I think the shipyard is a phenomenal
Agreed.
career path.
Yeah,
Like,
and
there's
it's hard
so
to get
many
in with no like
opportunities.
military
Very hard.
experience, right?
It's very hard. Yeah, he had a
So that's
test
good.
for it, and he
Yeah,
had
and
to,
starting off young. That's
Well,
great.
for the apprenticeship program, even harder.
yeah.
That's a like exclusive bunch.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Very good. Good luck.
Well-
Good luck, Eli.
Well, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? We like to ask everybody this.
I don't think I ever want like a mega team, but I do want a large team. I would love to have a large team. I would love to be in the producer magazine.
Real producers?
Yeah, I had a
Yep.
real producer. I was interviewed like a year and a half ago, but
Okay.
I would love to be in that.
Joni, you hear that, Joni? I know you're watching.
Yeah, we'll tag her.
We'll tag her, Jody.
Yeah.
Jody will tag you.
Yes, that's honestly that's like a huge goal for me is to be in that magazine.
Okay.
That's like the biggest.
Nice.
I you know, the money's great and everything, but I would love to be in the magazine.
Yeah. You know what's going to be better? Tomorrow night.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
That's going to be better.
So are you going to be, I was going to ask that.
She's
That was
gonna
one of
be
my
there.
questions.
Yeah.
What are you doing, fire or ice?
Fire.
Okay.
But it's like I don't know if it's a black dress, but like my heels are like bright red.
Okay.
And then like
The
my
accessories.
jewelry. Accessories are red, yeah.
That's how I am too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody, I'm just a bright ass, shiny snowflake tomorrow.
Huge snowflake.
Yeah.
It's like a-
Yeah, they're talking about
like
this
a
ice
snow
falling like
boulder.
20
What
pounds.
the hell?
Somewhere, I don't know where in America, is like 300 pounds coming in. 300-pound snowflake. Yeah, it's going to be cool. There's going to be a lot of people there that are coming over. Well, any questions you have for us that you would like to ask? Anything.
Well, how did you guys get like to where you're at?
Wow. What do you mean by that?
You started as like realtors, I'm guessing, and then
Yeah.
you just became brokers, or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't have no special story.
no,
like,
so I can tell you from my perspective, and maybe Edgar can give you his. But
Yeah. We kind of meet at a certain point, right?
So I was been in the business for a long time, probably 17 years or so before I came to Iron Valley. I came to Iron Valley looking for some guidance on, developing a team and kind of doing this full time. So I got here in February of 21. A couple of months later, Edgar gets here. I'm Latino. He's Latino. He has a pretty big team. I have a pretty big team. And we kind of just hit it off. I don't know what it was. Well, I'm lying. Charles Figueroa was on my team.
That's
He
true.
already
I
had
had
a
a
relationship with Charles.
He was stationed with my wife. That's how I met
okay.
Charles.
Yeah. So we instantly had like camaraderie between both of our teams. So between us, we did trainings together. We did events together. We trained each other's agents. Whatever Edgar was good in, I wasn't. And then whatever I was good at, I kind of honed in on his team and my team. And then the ownership seen us doing that, and they offered us ownership, and that was 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah, and obviously to run a brokerage, like you should be a broker.
Yeah.
And so we went off,
Yeah.
got our licenses. I think at that time I was in like 6 years.
It was hard for me. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna
Same.
hold you. That broker license was very difficult because I have been a realtor for so long, and these guys could probably tell you. I know the contract pretty well. Like,
Yeah, you do the training.
yeah, like you know what I mean. I know it pretty well, but I'm not a good test taker. And I get super nervous. So it was difficult for me, but we ended up getting knocked
Listen.
out. Look, here we go.
oh God, what
Coincidentally, we would sit almost next to each other at these test sites, like from here to you.
yeah.
And all I see is Edwin, or I hear Edwin. You hear that tick, 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 answering test, and you see, fuck.
God,
Fuck. Damn.
I would be dying.
I'm trying to take a test, and that's all I hear. And then he's done. He's like, fuck this. And he's gone.
Because when you finish the test, it tells you whether
Yeah.
you pass or
But
fail.
this is not like 5 minutes. This is like 2 hours of this.
I would have been like dying the whole time.
Yes,
laughing.
I'm laughing to myself.
I would have failed just because listening to him.
2 hours of that.
Oh my God.
And it was every time.
God.
Yeah,
But we had a good camaraderie. We brought good energy. Obviously, other people from the company also just gravitated to us for advice and things like that. And it was noticed and acknowledged. And we got an opportunity. We bought in and we went and got our broker's license while we were opening up
4 offices. It was insane.
Good Lord.
Kimberly
Yes.
Foster.
Kimberly Foster.
Yeah, it was Elizabeth City, Newport News, Red Mill. I'm missing one. And then later, Prestige was open soon after for the non-realtor side. That's what happened.
We opened 3 offices like pop, 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 pop. That's
One
what
right
it
after
was.
another. Yeah, and since you drove here, you understand, like going to Elizabeth City, to go check out that office
Yeah.
just to find locations, meet the contractors,
Oh, yeah, I
all the
bet.
business licenses, signage, blah, 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 blah. And then they were handling Newport News and everything. Yeah, and then we grew the company. We definitely signed over 200 agents. I don't know where we're at.
Yeah. We yeah.
How
Probably
many?
that.
How many? There's 200 with.
No.
No, there's
330 plus.
Oh.
Yeah, with growth, some people fall off. So it's definitely over 200 agents or around there, and then people can't pay their dues, things like that. They get out of the business.
Yeah.
2024, I think I just found out, was the least amount of homes sold in America since like the 90s.
Really?
Yeah, crazy year.
Wow.
And we were positive.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's the perspective of a lot of agents that are here at Iron Valley, right? You have this lens of what we're doing here at this company. And the reality is that the rest of the industry isn't doing what we're doing. So people get caught up with, oh man, I'm doing bad, right? And then you take the lens back and you look at the entire industry and you're just doing way better than you ever even thought.
We went from almost 10,000 agents or 10,000 at one point in the area down to just a little over 7,000 agents. Didn't even know that, because we're just looking and honing in on just our agents, our company.
Yeah.
And our efforts. You alone already, before all of this, are in an elite group, I would say, in Hampton Roads. Top 500, things like that. You got to think about it that way also. There's over 7,000 agents, and you're in the top 500.
Yeah.
I would say, I think, probably close to 300, top 300. I got to look at those numbers again. I'll show you. But yeah, no, you're killing it. Well, thank you for coming, taking the time, sit down with us. Again, Edwin, thanks for showing up, man.
Appreciate
Good to
it.
see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't see you since 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Anyway, subscribe, please share it. Kimberly Foster, again, thank you. Your Peak Life Podcast.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.